Hello and welcome everyone to Varieties Tech, and we back again for another video. Now if you are in between the Moto Razr 2024 and the Edge 2024 from Moto and you don't know exactly which phone you want to pick, watch this video because I'm gonna compare every single aspect and hopefully you will be able to choose the right phone for you. Just a quick reminder to subscribe to Varieties Tech if you haven't, give me a thumbs up, and without any further ado, let's find out. Now in this comparison, I will cover 6 different aspects, starting with the design, build, construction, display, hardware, check the main chipset, also open apps, doing speed test, battery, camera, and price versus value. Now in each stage we will give the winner a point. At the end we take the aggregate and see which phone gained more points than the other. Round 1, the design, build, construction. Let me start with the design and then we talk about the build construction of each device. Starting with the Moto Razr. Moto Razr, it's not standard phone or traditional phone. The phone has foldable screen, has also another secondary screen you can utilize in so many things, such as you can see the caller, see the messages, notification, utilize the main camera to take selfie pictures, which is something nice. The phone doesn't look traditional, and that gave the Moto Razr so many advantages on the design. So I like the design of the Moto Razr. On the other hand, we have very traditional look of a smartphone, the Moto Edge. The phone look nice, but the phone has a traditional look. Now design doesn't mean a nicer look or better look for the phone than the other. We have to pay attention to more details when we talk about the design. Now the Moto Edge has very tiny bezel. You're talking about 90% screen to body ratio. Comparing this to the Moto Razr, only 84% screen to body ratio. That means the Moto Edge has more utilization for the screen than the Moto Razr. In addition to this, if you buy the Edge, your phone is IP68 rated, mean dust and waterproof. On the other hand, the Moto Razr only waterproof, means the phone only survive the water, doesn't survive the dust, and that also gave a lot of advantages to the Moto Edge versus the Moto Razr, because the Moto Razr only IPX8 rated, not IP68 rated. Now for the build construction, both they look very identical in material that Moto used, but the Moto Razr has 6000 series for the frame, while the Edge has 3000 series. Other than that, we have eco leather on the back, as you guys can see. Now the Moto Edge has a harsh feeling. I believe that helps with a little bit of grip. Comparing with the Moto Razr, is very soft and smooth. Also we have a screen, so as I said, in the design both look absolutely different. But the most important thing we need to pay attention, that the Moto Razr has a plastic display, and also you're gonna see a crease over here. This is a Victus Gorilla Glass comparing with the actual Gorilla Glass 3 on the Edge. So the glass gives you a better feeling when you touch, and also it's more durable against scratches and other things. Now if you care about durability, you don't want your phone to be easily scratched or cracked, I would definitely go with the Moto Edge over the Moto Razr. Now when we speak about the design build construction for both phones, it's very hard for me to tell you which phone win in this round, so I will give each phone a point, that because I feel the look and the design of the Razr better, but at the same time the Edge offer actual Gorilla Glass and more resistant for scratches, and I feel overall the phone is more durable. Round 2, the display. Now by looking at both phones in your eyes, the only thing I have noticed that the Moto Razr has more brightness level than the Moto Edge, due to the display on the Moto Razr has 3000 nits peak, which is amazing in the brightness level. Other hand, we only have 1300 nits for the Moto Edge, which is make the brightness on the Razr a lot better than the Edge. Other than that, I haven't seen no difference in my actual eyes, but the Moto Razr has AMOLED screen and the Edge has POLED screen. I don't really know much the difference between these two, and the refresh rate on the Razr is 120 while the Edge has 144 Hertz. In my opinion, not much difference. The resolution on both is going to be the same, full high definition. The amount of PPI they're going to be different, that because the Moto Razr is a longer device than the Edge, so you're going to have more density per pixel. Since the Razr has more brightness level for the display, definitely will win in this round. Round 3 will be the hardware, and the hardware in both phones very identical, but on the Razr we have MediaTek processor, while the Edge has Snapdragon 7S Generation 2 4nm, while the Razr has MediaTek 6867 Dimensity 7300 4nm as well. So we have very identical processor, but one made from MediaTek and one from Snapdragon, with 8GB of RAM and 256GB of internal storage. And I believe on both phones you can pay extra and get the 512 variant. Now, how are we going to know the difference and which phone going to be faster in the processor than the other one? So we're going to do a speed test, open games at the same time, just see which phone will perform better and faster. In addition to this, also we're going to do the benchmark just to see which phone has more score than the other. So let's go ahead and do it. Start with Mario. First of all, I just killed everything on the background, so we're going to start fresh. Start with Mario Kart. Slightly faster on the Moto Razr. Let's go ahead and continue. Subway. Also the Moto Razr loaded Subway faster. Let's keep going. And we're gonna do Need for Speed No Limit. Need for Speed, I have noticed that the Edge was slightly faster than the Razr. Let's go ahead also and continue. We're gonna run Asphalt 9. Now in the bigger game, I have noticed that the Moto Edge perform a lot better than the Moto Razr. But for curiosity, let me check the benchmark. We're going to use Geekbench 6. And which phone is going to give us a higher score than the other? Now for the benchmark score, we have 1054 single core on the Moto Razr, 3011 for multi-core, while the Edge has 1019 single core and 2934. Now from what we see, that the Razr has a bit faster processor than the Moto Edge, but overall performance I haven't noticed any much difference between these two phones. Sometimes you feel the Edge perform faster, sometimes the Razr is faster. So in this stage I will give the hardware a draw. We give each phone a point. Round 4 will be the battery, and I believe the battery is very important. The Moto Razr has two screens, more brightness level for the display than the Edge, and the phone has lower battery, 4200, 30 watt of quick charging, 15 for wireless, while the Edge will take this point with no any doubt, that because it has 5000 milliampere battery and the phone has up to 68 watt of a quick charging, 15 for wireless. So the phone will hold up a lot better in the battery because we have bigger size battery and charge way faster. This phone will charge from 0% to 100% within 1 hour, while the Moto Razr could take up to hour and 35 minutes, so no doubt the points go to the Edge. Round 5, the camera. In this round, I'm going to share my experience because I have tested both camera. I've looked to the specifications, and by the way, both cameras on the back very identical. Moto used 50 megapixel main sensor with AI, HDR, EOS, etc. Same thing with the Edge, same specifications, and another camera, telephoto camera, 13 megapixel with ultra wide. So not much difference in the back camera, except that the Razr has 1.7 aperture comparing to 1.8 aperture. This will help if you take pictures under low light situation, but honestly from my experience I haven't noticed much difference in both camera. Now the front facing camera will be 32 megapixels, same sensors, no advantage one to another, but in this round I will give the point to the Moto Razr, that because you have secondary screen and you can open the camera from that secondary screen and utilize the full back camera to take selfie pictures with full ultra wide. So this absolutely gives the Razr advantage in the camera department. Round 6, price versus value. In other words, how much money you spend on the phone and what you expect from this phone for the money that you spend. On the time of recording the video, the Moto Razr as MSRP price will cost you $599. That's if you buy the phone unlocked. Now if you go with the carriers such as Straight Talk, the phone will cost you only $350, and the Moto Edge cost you as MSRP price unlocked $449. We're talking about $150 difference in prices for these devices. Now from everything I have explained on the video, I believe the Moto Edge has more value for the price than the Moto Razr. That because from everything we saw, the processor, chipset, main hardware, it's very identical, camera pretty much identical. The phone also has advantages on the battery and it's a cheaper device, so definitely in this round we'll go to the Moto Edge. Now in this video I'm not telling you which phone you should buy or what phone you should pick. In my opinion, both are so good phones, offer different features than the other, completely different design and different specifications, but will be up to you and your budget, how much you want to spend on the phone, what you get with this money as value from the device that you want to buy. You want to flip, you want something stylish look, go with the Razr if you can afford to buy the Razr. Now if you look for something more practical, something you know it's gonna survive for years, that because we have more durable device and cheaper in the price, then go with the Edge. Let me know in the comment below which phone you would like to pick. Leave your opinion and also encourage me, give me thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Thank you so much for watching. As always, we will talk to you in another video.